What's going on, you guys? This is going to be my Strikeforce Fedor versus Werdum post-fight thoughts. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I know the whole world is going crazy right now, losing their minds in total shock. The man who is thought to be the greatest fighter of all time has just suffered his first legitimate loss by the hands of Fabricio Werdum. Uh, Listen, man. Hey, breathtaking, man. I'm talking about words cannot describe how you're feeling right now. But let me tell you something. Let's just face it. Nobody gave Fabricio a chance. Nobody gave him a shot in this fight. I mean, a couple of you may have. I know I did. But then again, that's just the type of guy I am. I never count a man out no matter what. Period. You know what I'm saying? But listen. I'm going to give my thoughts and what I think what really happened. My opinion now. And I know it's going to be a lot of you who disagree and say, oh, Fedor lost, you need to just face it. You know, you can't take away from Verdum's defeat. His victory. You just need to face the fact that, Fedor, he lost fair and square. That's not the case here at all, you guys. Because unlike some of you guys out there, I'm not a Fedor nut hugger. Now, I am a big fan of Fedor, and I do believe he is one of the best fighters to ever fight in the world. But that being said, if you lose, you lose, okay? Period. But I gotta tell you guys, I think Fedor lost on purpose. I think he lost this fight on purpose, and I know you're gonna say, why in the fuck would this guy lose a fight on purpose? What would that do for his career at all? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Just listen. Fedor cannot continue to avoid top competition anymore. Okay, he cannot do it. The UFC is loaded with competition, and a lot of guys and younger guys are getting better and better every day. Strikeforce, their heavyweight division isn't the best, but it's getting steep, and they do have some of the greatest fighters in the world there. And it's only a few of them, but they're there. Okay. Fedor has been talking about retirement more than ever. Even his management, M1 Global, said so. He's been thinking about it a lot more than ever nowadays, right? Okay, let's just match some things up here. When he first came to Strikeforce, he decided to sign on that dotted line and sign with Strikeforce. Overeem, let's just face it, Overeem was nowhere in the picture. He was nowhere to be found at that time. Okay, he was over somewhere else. Fedor listening to the hype and what people saying that, oh, Overeem probably is afraid to face the top competition. He probably thinks, oh, Overeem's not going to come to Strikeforce anyways. He don't want to defend his belt. And then secondhand, he probably, relied on the fact that, oh, even if he does come to the United States, he's not going to be able to get cleared. Look at that guy by the athletic commission. Look at that guy. He's on steroids. He's on enhancement drugs. What happens? Overeem gets cleared. They don't find anything in his system. He gets cleared to fight. He goes in, beats the shit out of Brent Rogers in more devastating fashion than Fedor did. Okay? That right there has got Fedor even more shook up now. Okay, sooner or later, he knows everybody's calling for this fight. Sooner or later, he's going to have to get in there with the big beast, okay? Fedor, plain and simple, he's my favorite fighter. I love this guy. He will always be one of my favorite fighters no matter what. But the fact is, Fedor has been avoiding top level competition for years. I'm not saying Fedor is not willing to get in there with the best, but he is really trying to protect his legacy now. Fedor is not trying to get a loss on his record. His management is keeping him from fighting the best, and I believe somewhere deep down inside he doesn't want to fight the best himself. Fedor only fights you if he feels that he really knows you have a weakness that he can exploit. Arlovsky, he knew Arlovsky didn't have a damn chin. He knew there was a good possibility of him landing something on his weak ass chin and knocking him the fuck out. Period. Tim Sylvia, he knew he was a bum. Hell, Tim Sylvia let an old ass man like Randy Couture go in there and beat the shit out of him for 5 rounds straight. Fedor was like, I'm kicking his ass, plain and simple. That's what happened. Okay? Fedor fought guys like Hung Min Choi and other big ass, slow ass guys. You know what I'm saying? And the only guys I really give him credit for beating in their prime was Nogueira and Crow Cop. And if you ask me, those guys were okay. You know, they were a bit overrated. You know, you see what happened to them when they get to the UFC, even though they are a little past their primes. Point to be made here: Fedor does not want to face top level competition. So Fedor knew sooner or later he's going to have to fight. Either he's going to have to go to the UFC or he's going to have to stand for Strikeforce. And guess what? There's a beast knocking on this door in Strikeforce named the Alistair Overeem, the Reem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Overeem is the best by no means, but he's a big, strong guy. He could possibly be on the juice. He has great technique, and you know he's an experienced fighter. Fedor doesn't want to face that. So what does he do? He goes and gets into a contract dispute. M1 Global gets into some sort of a minor contract dispute with Strikeforce. Okay, don't be fooled. Don't be alarmed. That is just a stall time, so he won't have to fight Overeem. Okay, that was just a stall because they were trying to set up a fight. So they were like, you know what? Let's set up a fight with Overeem and Werdum. Okay, basically. Overeem and Rogers. My mistake. Overeem and Rogers. Okay, he beats the shit out of Rogers. That shakes Fedor up even more. Okay. Fedor, like, okay, look, people looking at him now. After Overeem calls him out in front of everybody, Fedor has to make a decision, either fight him or Werdum. Guess what? He picks the guy who he thinks is the weakest link. But at the same time, he feels, you know what? I'm gonna go in there since I want to retire anyways. But I want to go out on. But I want to go out, and I know if I stay in the sport, I'm gonna have to lose eventually. And if I fight Werdum, I may end up losing in a way I don't want to lose, like by knockout. I'd rather lose by submission, having to tap out, then get knocked out. So my choice is Fedor went in there, lost to Werdum on purpose because he knew if he beat Werdum, he was going to have to face the Reem, okay? Overeem. He does not want to get knocked out. He doesn't want to get TKO'd, okay? He doesn't want to ass whooping. He lost on purpose, plain and simple. And in the last fight that he can, you know, have, after he has his last fight on Strikeforce, he probably could fight Bigfoot or somebody, whoop his ass, retire. He never even has to face somebody like Overeem or Brock Lesnar, who's going to put a heavy ass whooping on him. That's my take on it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the fight. Leave your comments below and subscribe. Thanks for watching.